is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Good news today on the state's COVID-19 road to recovery. For the first time in 3 months, the 7-day average of new daily cases has dropped below 2,000. And with those dropping cases, a trend we are seeing across the country, Dane County public health leaders have a big announcement today. They are letting the county-wide mask mandate expire at the beginning of March.
High levels of case activity lead to other metrics as well. And when we think of what are called leading or lagging indicators, that case activity is a leading indicator, and those other metrics are lagging indicators. So it's absolutely very important that all of them have come down, and they've come down quite significantly.
So that means the current face covering mask mandate will expire on March 1st. That's about 2 weeks. But public health says just because it will expire doesn't mean the pandemic is over.
Well, let's take a look at the timeline we've seen here in Dane County when it comes to the mask mandate. The first one started back in July of 2020. Nearly 1 year later, after several extensions, the mask mandate did expire June 2nd, 2021. But by August 2021, just 2 months later, public health issued another mask mandate as we move closer to the start of the school year. That mandate has been extended until now, and it'll expire 15 days. That means from the time the first mandate was put in place, there were only about 2 months in Dane County when masks were not required. Now, when it comes to how local school districts are moving forward, there are a lot of possibilities here, and Brad Hamilton joins us now with more. Brad?
Well, Eric, we reached out to every school district in Dane County this afternoon to see how they will handle this news. But one thing is for sure, public health believes masking is still crucial in the classroom. Many schools in Dane County have pointed to the countywide order for why they need to keep masking up. Among those, the Waunakee School District, which held a discussion on it at tonight's school board meeting.
I would hope that they drop it and make it optional based on a person's situation.
If it was up to Public Health Director Janelle Heinrich, those masks would stay on for now.
We know that masks are an effective tool to reduce the risk of transmission of this illness, and they are effective in helping keep classrooms and schools open and kids in schools.
Until we get more kids in the younger age groups vaccinated, Heinrich says that masks are the way to go.
Still like to see more of our younger kiddos getting vaccinated, and it's really important and we know that the vaccine has not yet been approved for those who are under 4.
We did reach out to every school in Dane County this afternoon. So far, Belleville School District says it will go to mask optional on March 1st. But in Waunakee, those we spoke with are making their feelings pretty clear.
Would hope that they would realize that, yes, this is coming to an end as far as mask mandates are concerned, and there's absolutely no reason that they can't vote tonight.
Marshall and DeForest schools say they will discuss their mask policies and have answers soon. And as we continue to hear from schools, we will keep you updated on our website, channel3000.com.
In the most recent data from Public Health Madison and Dane County, cases have dropped about 37% over the past 2 weeks. Almost 80% of Dane County residents are vaccinated. But even with the county-wide order expiring in March, federal transportation mandates, including those that apply to Metro buses in Madison, will still be in effect. When it comes to restaurants, stores, and other businesses, that will be left up to the individual company.
So expect some places to still require you to cover up before coming in. Christina Laurie reports.
I think what we've learned with the pandemic is we never know what to expect.
It's not the end, but it is encouraging. For the first time in 6 months, starting March 1st, Dane County will no longer be under a mask order.
And that may not mean that we won't strongly recommend people to wear masks.
Any of the essential, healthcare and law enforcement, first responders, grocery stores were the first to adopt gloves and masks.
Mandate or not, the decision to mask is still up to individual business owners who, as Wisconsin Grocer Association President Brandon Scholes explains, often defer to their workforce.
Stores are going to continue to work with their employees to make sure that they are put in a safe position. And if they feel like they still want to keep those masks on, they will.
Several national chains are already weighing in. Walmart recently dropped its mask order for fully vaccinated workers, while CVS, Target, and Aldi still require them for employees and encourage them for customers.
So it's something that consumers have seen on a complete regular basis. So if they're still there after March 1st, I don't suspect anybody will blink an eye and go, that's odd.
Still, Scholes is encouraged.
If this is a hopeful sign that we're going to see this dissipate and the mandate can stay off.
Dane County's latest decision.
Let's hope that things will continue and that we won't need to pull this policy lever.
Will mark the beginning of the end. In Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
And as we near the end of the mandate, be sure to stay with News 3 Now on air and at channel3000.com online for any and all your COVID developments on the city, county, state, and national levels.
Let's go to weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has a look at your certified most accurate forecast.
Well, it's seasonally cold out here. Winds are light, so that's really keeping it from getting too cold. Let's start out by looking at the time lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. They had clouds to start the day, but notice the sun came out this afternoon, and skies are mainly clear for much of the afternoon before a few high clouds started to come in from the west. And those clouds do have a few flurries with them, mainly over southwestern Minnesota. I think tomorrow we're just going to see cloudy skies, but temperatures will be milder. That the snow aloft is really an indication that warmer air is starting to move in from the west. High temperatures today were in the low to mid 20s. Madison reached 24 degrees, right about the middle of the pack, and right now temperatures are in the lower to middle teens, a few places closer to 10 degrees north and west of Madison. But wind chills right now are just not much of a factor because the winds are relatively light, so that is good news as far as the comfort level is concerned. Otherwise, look for a low of about 9 degrees overnight, and then tomorrow's high reaching 35 degrees with winds starting to pick up out of the southeast in the afternoon. We'll see even milder weather for Wednesday, but we could be watching prospects for at least part of the area to be affected by a winter storm on Thursday. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
Okay, Gary, thank you. We are learning about a new downtown Madison building proposal. The Rubens Furniture Store on East Wilson could soon be transformed into a hotel. The proposal has been submitted to the Urban Design Commission. If approved, the hotel would feature 45 total guest rooms with a rooftop patio and retail space on the first floor. The renovation will also need to be reviewed by the Wisconsin Historical Society due to the age of the building. Rubens has been in business since 1918, also has a retail store location on South Whitney Way. The Dane County deputy involved in an alleged incident at Fescue Park last October has now been fired. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says Sarah Borch Rodriguez was terminated November 17th. That's 4 weeks after she says she fired her gun at someone after being stabbed at the park. She was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries before being released the following day. 2 days later, the DOJ took over that case. Today's news release didn't say why she was fired or what the investigation found. Borch Rodriguez had been with the sheriff's office since 2014.
It has been 4 years since the tragic shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, killing 17 students and faculty. The father of a student killed that day has since become a vocal advocate for gun reform. Early this morning, he climbed a crane near the White House to deliver a message to President Biden, unfurling this banner. D.C. police say 3 people were arrested after the demonstration. Police in Kentucky have detained a suspect in what Louisville City Council president is calling an assassination attempt. Law enforcement officials have not labeled it as such, but a person did walk into mayoral candidate Craig Greenberg's office this morning and fired multiple shots at him. He wasn't hit, but one bullet did hit his clothes. Police believe he was targeted in this attack.
Florida officials today releasing the full autopsy report surrounding the death of Brian Laundrie. He's the man who prompted a nationwide manhunt following the death of his fiancée, Gabby Petito. The final report concluded he died from a gunshot wound to the head. Laundrie's skeletal remains were also under up to 3 feet of water for some time before he was found in a nature preserve last October. Developing tonight, the Canadian government invoking the Emergencies Act to address the impact of continued protests across the country over COVID health measures. The act can provide the use of the military, but may not necessarily lead to that. And Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said the government is not bringing them in, but it can temporarily suspend citizens' rights to free movement or assembly. Time appears to be running out for a diplomatic resolution to the looming crisis in Ukraine and a possible Russian invasion. CBS News has learned some Russian troops have moved out of assembly areas near the Ukrainian border and have begun to move into attack positions. Today, the U.S. also said it's closing its embassy in Kiev and are, quote, temporarily relocating a small number of remaining diplomatic personnel to a city in the western part of Ukraine.
The jury in Sarah Palin's defamation lawsuit trial against the New York Times is still deliberating. deliberating. But today, the judge says he will dismiss the case, saying Palin's team didn't prove a key point of the lawsuit. But he says he will wait to do so once the jury reaches a verdict on whether the Times is liable for defaming the former Alaska governor. A scandal playing out in Olympic skating. Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva is clear to continue competing in the Beijing Winter Olympics despite failing a drug test before the games. That means the 15-year-old will be able to compete in the short program of the women's singles competition tomorrow. She's the favorite for the gold. Valieva already helped Russia grab the gold in the figure skating team event last week before the failed December test came to light.
So check this out. Disneyland throwing a Super Bowl party for the Los Angeles Rams. The team paraded through the park today, just a day after taking down Cincinnati Bengals 23-20 in the Super Bowl. Disneyland just 30 miles from SoFi Stadium down in Orange County, where the big game was held in SoFi Stadium up in L.A. And up in the Hollywood Hills, the iconic Hollywood sign getting a bit of a facelift. Crews are in the process of changing the letters to spell out Rams House as the Super Bowl victory celebrations are just getting started. The new look sign will be up until Wednesday, trying to see how that's going to work.
Hollywog B? I'm like, what? I don't know what this is supposed to do.
Rams House. I'm seeing if they got enough letters there.
Yeah.
All right, whatever works. All right, still ahead tonight, we'll meet the smallest police canine in the country working right here in Wisconsin.
Plus, celebrating Valentine's Day, including a look back at one of our favorites from years past on how children view the holiday of love with that special guy right there. Stay with us.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now at 10.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, get 30% off lenses with the purchase of any frames.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Tuesday morning, dine and dance to help fight a rare genetic brain disease. We've got a sneak peek at this year's reprom, plus hairspray tickets for our question of the day winner.
And we're keeping an eye on a potential system that will be rolling in midweek. We'll have this and more from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Did you know the smallest police canine in the country works right here in Wisconsin?
His name is Canine Attila. He spends his time patrolling the VA hospital in Milwaukee, a 5-year-old terrier with a nose unlike any other. He's certified in 5 drugs to detect: meth, heroin, cocaine, ecstasy, marijuana. And although Attila is the smallest VA police canine in the country, his presence is larger than life. Sergeant Adam Rodek is Attila's partner. As this pair walks the hallways of the hospital, you can see patients and staff members' eyes light up.
This is what it's all about. It's all about people knowing him being seen. He's supposed to be friendly, and at the same time, he's a dog, so everybody loves dogs.
And a fun fact, there are just a few dozen VA hospital police canines all across the country.
Well, today is Valentine's Day, and it appears Americans are willing to spend more to show their love. According to the National Retail Federation, across the U.S., people are expected to spend nearly $22 billion on Valentine's Day gifts this year. Students from Washington, D.C. got to visit the White House for a special field trip. In the East Wing, they checked out some of their own handiwork on display. The students designed some of the Valentine's Day decorations. And on the North Lawn, they got to see the First Lady's Valentine's Day display featuring large cutouts of the White House pets, Commander the dog and Willow the cat. And some reassuring news today. Does true love exist? Well, a large majority of Americans believe it does, and most say they themselves have experienced true love at some point in their lives, according to a CBS News poll. In fact, 67% of U.S. adults surveyed said they have experienced true love.
Well, the feds are using a sneaky tactic to encourage people to give their exes a Valentine's Day surprise. On Twitter, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms posted this, suggesting people get revenge on a romantic ex by turning them in if they're involved in illegal weapons. The post reads, Valentine's Day can be fun, even if you broke up. Well, here in Madison, the city's police department spreading a little Valentine's Day love. Today, officers dropping off Valentines, flowers, and balloons to local senior homes. They're calling the event Police Be My Valentine. The officers said they hope this will become a yearly tradition in the future and not just a once-a-year thing either. For a lot of people, Valentine's Day means, of course, flowers, candy, dinner dates. Well, a few years ago, we took a closer look at what kids want from Valentine's Day.
So today we dug into the archives when our Susan Simon visited a 3rd grade class at Glacier Edge Elementary School in Verona for some advice and wisdom about love and friendship.
What is the perfect gift for a boy for Valentine's Day?
Candy.
What do you think, Alex?
Maybe like chocolate, lollipops, maybe money. Money.
What do you think?
Same thing as Alex, a bunch of candy.
A bunch of candy. But don't girls want candy?
No. Yeah.
What do girls want?
Maybe some lip gloss, makeup, eyeshadow.
Oh, that's good. Girls like that.
To pluck their eyebrows.
What else would you give a girl for Valentine's Day?
Chocolate. Coloring stuff.
Oh, coloring stuff is good.
Chocolate. Maybe some, like if it's your girlfriend, maybe some jewelry.
They had some great ideas.
Getting there. And these kids are now...
They're now juniors, because my son is in that group. We set them up over there at Glacier Edge all those years ago. Some of them had older sisters. You could tell the ones that had the older sisters. They knew what the girls wanted.
You can see the entire story, including Jordan Franke as a 3rd grader on channel3000.com.
He loves to be on. He doesn't like being on TV, but he was in that group. They had a lot of fun with that story. Hard to believe those kids are juniors now already.
You got to do dark chocolate, caramel sea salt. Okay, I'm just saying.
That's good stuff. Well, turning warmer in the days ahead. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now, your certified most accurate weather. Gary?
Well, at least for the next couple of days, 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for high temperatures in the middle 30s tomorrow, middle 40s on Wednesday. But Wednesday, we'll see rain showers during the day. That could start to change to some freezing rain Wednesday night and then eventually to snow later Wednesday night. And then from late Wednesday night into Thursday, there will be some snow with some accumulation, mainly southeast of Madison. A lot of it's going to depend on the position of a storm system. One of the longer-range computer models, the European computer model, shows rain moving through southern Wisconsin during the afternoon, but already starting to mix with some freezing rain or snow well north and west of Madison during the afternoon. Then we see that change over to snow, but look at how quickly the snow moves out. It moves down into the Chicago area and away from southern Wisconsin. This case, we would get very little in the way of accumulation. You can see the heavier snow totals down across northern Indiana. Indiana with almost no snow across southern Wisconsin. Now, the main future track computer model that we use to forecast the weather beginning on Wednesday at 6:30 already shows the bulk of the precipitation down to the south of us. So very little in the way of snow accumulation from that computer model as well. Everything stays to the south and east. So another computer model says, hey, we're going to miss out on most of the snow. But the GFS computer model, the main U.S. computer model, shows rain during the day on Wednesday, but then that mixed to the north and west. But look what happens here. It starts to keep the snow into southern Wisconsin a little bit more and continues it through much of the day on Thursday. So the areas south and east of Madison could see several inches of snow accumulation, whereas areas to the north and west, there'll be a sharp cutoff up toward the Dells. This computer model is showing the potential for a major winter storm down toward the Chicago area with several inches in the Madison area. I think that's a little bit overdone, but that's the only computer model that's showing accumulating snow here from Wednesday night into Thursday. But it has been consistent in doing this over the last few days, whereas the other computer models have shifted to the south and have stayed to the south. So again, something to watch. Also the potential for a little bit of light icing. This would be mainly Wednesday night when that transition occurs from rain to snow. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But as far as the winter storm potential, the best chances for a winter storm are going to stay well to the south of us. It could be possible if the storm moves a little farther north into northern Illinois, maybe far southeastern Wisconsin, but areas south and east of Madison could see at least some snow accumulation, but it's unlikely they would see a winter storm in areas north and west of Madison, probably missing out on most, if not all of the snow. High temperatures today, teens and 20s here. Look what's happening out to the west of us. Some warmer weather. That's going to be moving in the days leading up to the storm for Wednesday night and Thursday. Tomorrow will be one of those milder days. High temperature at 35. It'll be cloudy, and the winds will pick up during the afternoon. But Wednesday, after a high of 45, temperatures start to fall in the afternoon. We could see that mix and then snow of developing Wednesday night. Thursday, breezy with some snow, maybe 1 to 4 inches of accumulation south and east of Madison, more toward Rock County and southern Rock County. And then Friday, temperatures warm back up into the upper 20s. We'll see milder weather for the early part of next week, and then maybe a mix of precipitation on Wednesday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, something that has to be watched as well.
Regular season is winding down for high school hoops. Tonight, a key matchup in the Capital South. We have highlights coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hey everybody, it's me, Tracy Turnblad from Hairspray. Broadway's Tony Award-winning Best Musical is back. Don't miss Hairspray.
At Overture, February 22nd through 27th. Tickets at overture.org.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
At the Burrish Group at UBS, we believe in empowering women to take control of their financial security with a team of female advisors who understand the needs and goals of women. We believe you can achieve anything you put your mind to and can help you stay ahead of life's expected and unexpected events. Give our team a call today to start the conversation.
Trains are coming to Madison, in miniature that is, at the 54th Mad City Model Railroad Show, February 19th and 20th at the Alliant Energy Center. Get caught up in 90,000 square feet of trains, clinics, and exhibits with almost 300 vendor tables featuring train merchandise, toys, hobby supplies, railroad antiques, collectibles, and much more. Many door prizes and 4 train sets will be given away each day. It's a great entertainment value for the whole family. Saturday and Sunday, February 19th and 20th at the Alliant Energy Center. Save online.
Sick of waiting for your furniture to arrive? Menards has furniture you need in stock. Plus, you get a free rug. That's right. Buy any upholstered living room furniture at $299 or more and get a free 5x7 area rug. That's $149.99 in savings. Need a new chair? How about a sectional? A new recliner or love seat? Buy one today. Get a free rug. Hurry up. Get to Menards before they're gone. In store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
I want to have $1 million when I retire.
Oh, great goal.
So where do I start?
Well, first you set up automatic transfers into savings. That can add up pretty quickly.
For me, working on putting $1,000 into an emergency fund got me in a good saving habit.
Already on it.
Then put together a plan to get rid of debt and maximize your investments. You know, Summit helped me do.
Oh, that's great. I love how Summit gives people the knowledge and confidence to go after their goals. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
Hey everybody, it's me, Tracy Turnblad from Hairspray, Broadway's Tony Award-winning Best Musical, and we're dancing our way to your city. Don't miss Hairspray.
At Overture, February 22nd through 27th. Tickets at overture.org.
It's been a week of highs and lows for the Wisconsin men's basketball team. Following a huge road win over Michigan State, then the brutal upset to Rutgers, the Badgers fall one spot in the AP Top 25 to number 15. But Saturday is not something this team can or wants to dwell on. Right after the loss, the Badgers were ready to flip the page and focus on their next game. Once again, proving why they're the true definition of a bounce-back team. So far this season, Wisconsin has not dropped consecutive games.
They're disappointed. It burns. You know, I don't want them to be so happy-go-lucky that this doesn't matter. This matters. They're not. It was pretty. You could hear a pin drop in the locker room. This means something to them. But in this sport, in this league, you got to flip it pretty quick.
You know, there's no reason to dwell on our loss. There's nothing we can do to go back and change it. But we still got to see them in New Jersey.
Now, before the rematch with Rutgers, UW's got to, play a couple more games, including Indiana. Round 2 for these teams is set for tomorrow night in Bloomington. Tip-off at 8. Now, after a little hiatus, the Bucks are back in action, but they're going to have to do without Giannis tonight against Portland. He's out with left ankle soreness, so in his absence, others are stepping up. Bobby Portis and Grayson Allen taking care of things from outside the arc. Those triples, they give some distance, but Portland starts to catch fire right before halftime. Anthony Simmons not having any trouble putting the ball through the hoop. 31 from him helps the Trailblazers win 122-107. In high school hoops, the top 2 teams in the Capital South going head-to-head tonight. Cambridge hosting Belleville. Wildcats settling quickly. Mickey Stamfel muscles her way along the baseline for 2 more, extending Belleville's lead. Well, the Blue Jays flip this game on its head and start their rally before halftime. Brooke Stanklift gets the tough bucket to go, and then off the inbound, Maya Holzhuter takes advantage of the wide-open layup. Cambridge, with the come-from-behind win, takes the top spot in the Capital South, 58-49 the final. Darryl Watts is making her senior season one to remember. For the second straight week, Watts is named the WCHA's Forward of the Week following a 9-point weekend. Against Minnesota State, Watts scored 4 goals with 5 assists, helping the Badgers sweep the Mavericks on senior weekend. With this outing, Watts now leads the team with 25 goals, 28 assists, and 53 points in 31 games. Watts also ranks second all-time in NCAA history with almost 300 career points. Wisconsin wraps up its regular season this weekend with a top 3 showdown against Ohio State. Puck drops on Friday at 5. And the stage is officially set for the women's hockey gold medal game. It's a rematch between the United States and Canada. Earlier today, Team USA took down Finland 4-1, while Canada routed Switzerland 10-3 in the semifinals. Badger Nation is represented across the board, almost 10 between the 2 rosters. Gold medal match is set for Wednesday at 10:10. We'll be right back.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Groover Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
What do a 20-ounce Coca-Cola and a Quick Trip take-home meal have in common? Besides that they're both delicious. They earn you chances to win a brand new Chevy Tahoe in our Coca-Cola Scratch Game. They play the Scratch Game in your Quick Rewards app, and you can win a Chevy Tahoe or other great prizes. Play for free daily in your Quick Rewards app, or purchase any Quick Trip take-home meal, 20-ounce Coca-Cola, or Smart Water to receive even more chances to play and win. Play the Coca-Cola Scratch Game today, and you can eat, drink, and scratch your way behind the wheel of a new Chevy Tahoe.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. Meet new friends or reconnect with some old ones, and find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Step into the new with a new Chevy. Very well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy vehicles. Plus, on select models, current Chevy owners get an additional $750 bonus cash. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Unlimited drinks for $9.99 a month?
Yep.
So I can come in again and again and again and again and again?
Anytime.
Cool, just checking.
Join Panera's Unlimited Sip Club, just $9.99 a month. Panera, the familiar made fantastic.
Here's the newest spin on Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's X times the money. A new family of games with prices from $1 to $20. The bigger the ticket, the bigger the multiplier and top prize, all the way up to $200,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team advocates for you, asking the right questions.
Yeah. You hope to make that right.
And getting results.
They sent a water heater the next day after you made the call.
Call for Action, only on News 3 Now.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast.
Finally tonight, Tesla is facing another recall, one that owner Elon Musk is blaming on the fun police. More than 500,000 vehicles need to have adjustments made to the boombox feature. You see, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is not amused that it allows drivers to play sounds like a screaming goat or a fart noise on an external speaker. Federal officials say it's a safety issue for pedestrians. To each his own.
Yeah.
You're silent on that one, huh?
It would be funny to listen to. The fun police. Gary Canalti, he's got the fun police. We're going to get a little warmer the next couple days.
Yeah, temperatures are cold right now. They're in the teens with wind chills in the single digits and teens, but we'll see a high tomorrow of 35 degrees as temperatures start to warm up. We'll be in the mid-40s on Wednesday, but look for the potential for some mixed precipitation Wednesday night and Thursday.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.